Okay, so welcome to the deep dive, your shortcut to being genuinely well-informed. Today we're diving headfirst into the buzzing world of autonomous vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Big topic.
Definitely. Everyone's talking about them, but, which self-driving service is truly pulling ahead in this high-stakes race? We're about to unpack a fascinating head-to-head comparison that might just shift your perspective a bit.
That's right. Our deep dive today really centers on a compelling real-world challenge. It was captured in a YouTube video, actually. It pitted Tesla's brand new Robotaxi service against Waymo.
Ah, Waymo. Yeah, they've
Yeah.
been around a while longer.
Exactly. A company with, significant mileage already under its belt. So we're going to dissect their surprising performances, the foundational tech approaches each company is taking, and of course, the very different user experiences, especially, as Tesla steps into its first public day. That's key.
Okay, let's unpack this, because this isn't just about who got there faster, right?
No, and not at all.
It's about these fundamental differences in philosophy. You've got Tesla's bold bet on vision-based AI, relying almost entirely on cameras,
Right.
versus Waymo's more established sort of multi-sensor system packed with LiDAR.
Yeah.
For anyone following the future of transport, I mean, the contrasting paths these two giants are taking, it couldn't be more compelling. So let's start with Tesla's Robotaxi then. It's important to set the scene here, I think.
Definitely.
The specific test we're looking at was literally day one of Tesla's public app access.
Well, very early days.
Extremely early, and a very limited rollout, right? Only about 20 early access testers involved.
That's what the source said.
And the vehicles themselves. Standard Model Ys, but equipped with what Tesla calls hardware 4.
Their latest gen
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Their latest self-driving computer and camera suite, we're talking 8 to 10 cameras. They're leaning heavily on powerful AI for perception, leveraging what they describe as a ton of data.
Basically, yeah, using this massive data set to train the AI for all sorts of driving scenarios, complex stuff.
Okay, so contrast that with Waymo.
Right. So connecting this to the bigger picture, Waymo has a significantly longer history here.
Yeah.
They've already racked up over 70 million autonomous miles.
70 million. Wow.
Yeah, and carried over 2 million paid passengers. So, real-world experience. And what's fascinating is Waymo's contrasting tech philosophy. They rely on this robust suite of sensors. LiDAR is the big one.
That's the light detection and ranging, the laser mapping thing?
Precisely. It creates this very precise 3D map of the surroundings.
Yeah.
But they also use cameras and radar.
So multiple layers.
Exactly. This multi-sensor approach offers distinct advantages, like it can see through heavy glare or rain, even fog, conditions where, human eyes struggle.
And maybe vision-only systems struggle too.
That's the potential challenge for vision only, yes.
So Waymo's clearly bet on this multi-sensor approach for robustness, while Tesla's pushing vision only. What are the fundamental trade-offs here? Is one just inherently safer or more scalable or...
Well, that's the core of the debate, isn't it? Tesla's vision-first approach, as the video pointed out, it saves tons of money.
Right, no expensive LiDAR units.
Exactly, which theoretically allows them to scale faster. But it puts immense pressure on their AI to perfectly interpret the visual world, just using cameras.
High stakes for the AI.
Very. Waymo's multi-sensor fusion, yeah, it's more costly, but it aims for redundancy. Greater certainty in perception, especially in those tricky conditions we mentioned. So it raises that core question. Is the cost-saving approach truly the safest and most scalable? Or does the more expensive multi-sensor setup offer critical robustness for the real world?
Compelling arguments on both sides, like you said.
Definitely.
Okay, now for the main event, the race itself. The premise was simple but brilliant, right?
Yeah, pretty clever.
A user, Kim Java in the video, and her friend Dan, they basically tried to race a Tesla Robotaxi and a Waymo to the same destination.
Booked each via their apps, head-to-head.
Simple as that. But the start wasn't quite even, was it?
No. The initial conditions had some interesting quirks. The Tesla Robotaxi, it actually had to do a full U-turn at the pickup point.
Ah, so it lost time right off the bat.
Noticeable time, yeah. The Waymo vehicle, on the other hand, managed to position itself facing the right direction immediately, gave it an early lead.
And the conditions, it wasn't broad daylight either.
No, a video showed it was getting dark.
Which you'd think might be a challenge, especially for Tesla's cameras.
You would think. But surprisingly, the footage indicated it appears to be no problem at all during the actual drive. The darkness didn't seem to faze it much in this instance.
Interesting. And the cost, was that different?
Yeah, there was an interesting cost difference for these specific rides. The Tesla ride was a flat $4.20.
Pretty cheap.
While the Waymo user got an $8 credit, probably some sort of promotional offer, you'd assume.
Gotcha. Okay, let's ride along with the Tesla first. Take us inside the Robotaxi's journey.
Okay.
You step in. First thing you notice, apparently, are these striking white leather seats.
Yeah, the video noted this might throw people off because, well, there's clearly nobody driving.
Right. And actually, that white interior,
Yeah,
does that make it more obvious it's a Robotaxi? Maybe even a target. We've seen Waymo cars attacked in LA.
that's a really interesting point, actually, that visibility. Inside, you also find two screens, the steering wheel obviously untouched, and some key buttons, pull over, stop, lane support, standard Tesla interface mostly.
Okay. And how did it perform during this race?
Well, as we said, it started with that U-turn, lost initial time. While driving, the highest speed they saw was 38-mile-per-hour zone in a 20-mile-per-hour zone. So a bit over, but it didn't go over 50-mile-per-hour overall.
Okay.
But crucially, it experienced a phantom braking incident.
Ah, the infamous phantom braking.
Yes, a sudden, unexpected stop apparently caused belongings inside the car to fly forward.
Oof, not ideal.
Not ideal at all. And this is a known limitation of Tesla's full self-driving, their FSD, particularly in beta. Often happens when the system misinterprets shadows or low sun angles, things like that.
And the safety supervisor, they
Yeah.
were just there.
Present? Yes. But interestingly, didn't interact. Didn't appear to have visible pedals or controls either, which led to some online speculation, about remote monitoring or maybe hidden safety switches. Who knows?
Interesting mystery there. So the final time for Tesla.
Tesla arrived at the destination in 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Wow. Phantom braking with stuff flying. I can just imagine my phone going airborne.
Right.
Despite losing the race, though, it does make you think about Tesla's approach. The video seemed to emphasize a safety over speed philosophy.
Yeah, that was the takeaway. Tesla's clearly prioritizing caution in this beta phase, even if it means those sudden stops or, well, losing a race.
Okay, so while Tesla was navigating its first public ride with some bumps, how did Waymo fare, the veteran in this scenario?
Right.
From the outside, the first thing that stands out with Waymo is all that hardware, right? All of this LiDAR that's all over the place.
Exactly. Described as a radar sensor type of thing that is spinning, you can't miss it.
And the interior, different vibe.
Yeah. Dark seats, contrast to Tesla's white. Maybe more practical for a public service, less likely to show dirt.
Makes sense. And the performance in the race.
Quite different from Tesla's run. It had that immediate lead, remember, from the better position.
Took off quickly.
Yep. Navigated a busy road, reached speeds between 39 and 50 mile per hour. It even handled freeway on-ramps and off-ramps smoothly.
Pretty confident driving then.
Seems so. And what was particularly impressive, according to the user, was how it successfully identified and navigated around an approaching cyclist.
Oh, okay.
Described as fancy and clever. Good handling of a potentially tricky situation.
So Waymo's arrival time,
Waymo arrived in 12 minutes, 25 seconds.
12:25. So beating Tesla by about 2.5 minutes.
Correct. Clear win in this particular race.
So Waymo won this round, but that doesn't mean it's always perfect, right? The footage mentioned other rides.
Exactly. It wasn't flawless in other instances mentioned. Sometimes it apparently parked way too far away from the curb or the destination, or had difficulties finding an immediate drop-off spot. There was one instance where the message was, doors will remain locked, unable to pull over, unable to find a box.
Resulting in a half-mile walk. Ouch.
Yeah, and even a mention of a lost bumper incident in the analysis, though details were scarce. So hiccups exist.
But on a positive note, that integration with Uber seems smart.
Definitely. It's a good way to roll it out to more people, folks who might not download a separate Waymo app right away, increases accessibility.
Okay, so comparing these two experiences side by side, the core tech differences really shine through, don't they?
They really do. Tesla's vision-first approach, like we discussed, saves tons of money, could let them scale faster, theoretically.
Versus Waymo's multi-sensor setup with LiDAR, aiming for that robust perception, especially in adverse conditions. Glare, rain, fog.
Right, offering that perceived safety net, that extra layer of data.
And the real-world implications, the user experience, it's pretty clear. Tesla's phantom braking, that's a significant issue.
It's jarring. Causes physical discomfort, maybe even concern, even if it is prioritizing safety in its own way.
Yeah, definitely a jarring experience compared to Waymo's occasional awkward drop-offs or trouble pulling over.
Which are inconvenient, maybe frustrating, sure, but they don't involve that same sudden jolt or perceived immediate danger. Different kinds of problem.
Absolutely, and we have to keep remembering the context here.
Crucial. This was day one for Tesla's public app, Waymo. Millions of miles, millions of passengers, extensive operational history.
Huge difference in maturity.
And it's worth noting, too, Tesla's current robotaxis use hardware 4, but the future Cybercab is supposed to have hardware 5.
Ah, so they're already planning the next evolution.
Suggests continuous evolution, ongoing investment in their sensors and capabilities. They're not standing still.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? I mean, this deep dive, it's more than just who won a single race.
Much more.
It's about understanding these foundational approaches to self-driving, how they actually play out in the real world. Makes you think, yeah, what kind of AV experience would you prefer? What does the future hold?
And here's a really compelling thought that came out of the analysis, kind of counterintuitive maybe.
Oh.
What if this intense competition isn't just about who wins, but about actually accelerating the tech for everyone? The analysis mentioned this rising tide raises all boats idea,
Okay, I like the sound of that.
suggesting that Tesla's entry into the public market, even with these day one challenges and hiccups, it might actually legitimize and grow the whole autonomous vehicle market. For Waymo, too.
That's an optimistic take, and the analysis seemed optimistic about Tesla's future improvements, too.
It did. Express confidence that Tesla's AI power and that ton of data they're collecting will lead to rapid improvements, making them, quote, incredibly smart in maybe 2 to 4 years.
Sure.
Possibly smarter than the Waymos.
Wow, so the competition could genuinely speed everything up for all of us, pushing both companies to innovate faster.
That's the hope, yeah.
Okay, so to sum it all up then, neither system is perfect yet, clearly.
Far from it.
Each has unique strengths, unique weaknesses. Tesla's sudden stops, Waymo's awkward drop-offs.
Different flavors of imperfection.
But despite these hiccups, the overall experience reported in the video was overwhelmingly positive for both, right? They're improving fast, giving us a real glimpse into a very different future for transportation.
Absolutely. And maybe that leaves us with a final provocative thought for you to consider. As AI and sensor tech keep evolving so rapidly, what is the ultimate balance going to be between, say, cost-effectiveness and scalability on one hand?
Versus absolute safety and robustness on the other.
Exactly. And how will this intense competition, this race we just looked at, continue to shape these systems as we move into that future? It's going to be fascinating to watch.